Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Daria. We have with us Kunal Shah, head of commodities, joining in. Welcome to the show, Kunal. My first question coming to you is overall what you see with what's happening in terms of equity markets as well. We are seeing globally we are at record high levels, especially in terms of where US goes. What's the sense that you have with regards to crude from here on, especially in consonance with what's happening to the dollar index as well?
Okay, so it is very important to see dollar index when you're trading commodity. And right now, commodities, except gold, silver, let us first talk on crude oil. It is moving up mainly on account of the weakness in dollar.
Hmm.
Dollar index is at 92.20, and that is leading to a lot of inflow in the commodity market globally. So all the funds are starting to invest in commodity, looking at the way dollar is declining. So whenever dollar goes down, commodity tends to go up. So that is one logic. Second is that in US the oil production is going to go down further. So because of that also there is an optimism right now. So uh, all the positive fundamentals are basically factored in by the oil, but still it can go up and test levels of 30 to 20 to 30 to 40. So that's the maximum upside what we are expecting in crude oil. Not expecting any sharp up move from there, because right now we all must remember that we are every day making new highs in terms of many of these commodities. So you cannot be complacent, and stop loss should be placed around 31.20, 31.10, and that's it. Don't go below that. If it goes below that, just exit.
Right. And overall, with this, what's happening with gold as well. In fact, in the last 2 days, almost 1,200 to 1,300 rupees is the kind of rise that we've seen. And then we've seen a fall that's coming in terms of gold, and we've seen a drop that's coming in terms of silver as well. Again, what's the sense that we pick up on what's the kind of movement are we expected to see?
Okay, first, like I explained when the last webinar was on Friday, that no matter what happens, the gold silver are going to decline at any rally. So it's a sell on rise thing.
Hmm, hmm.
Yesterday was the best example that the dollar index yesterday weakened from 93 to 92.
Correct.
And gold initially, silver initially moved up, but in a flash of no time, in a flash of 8-10 minutes, silver corrected from 71 to 65. 65 to again 70. So this kind of volatility is something which is going to remain in the market. So the next question is, sir, what we should do in this?
Hmm.
So I don't know what is going to happen to the dollar overnight, but I can assure you one thing, that people are booking profits in gold and silver with every rally which we see, because we have seen humongous rally. Silver in the month of March was trading at 39,000 rupees, made a low of 39,000 rupees.
Hmm.
Gold was 40,000 rupees. From 40,000 we are to up to 55,000, and silver from 39 40,000 to 75 78, the high what we saw. So we cannot expect them to keep rallying at all levels. There has to be, so investors, whatever spike is coming, people are booking profits. And remember, all these long position what we saw was in gold ETFs. So the moment you see the ETF investors in a short term, they saw this kind of return. So on your bond and in your conservative safe haven instruments, you are not even getting 1%, 2%, but gold has already delivered 30-35% return in a matter of 6 months. So how can it rally sharply? So the long term fundamentals. So people ask me, Kunal, is the long term story of gold silver over? 100% not over, but short term, you have to understand the speculation. You have to understand the mindset of the market. When dollar index is declining and gold and silver are also declining, it means that people are booking profits on the good news. So for today's trading also, I would say use the same strategy. Gold around 53,500, 550, silver around 69,000, 68,800. You can go short, and The fundamentals are not bearish, but I'm expecting the liquidation will keep coming in, and these are we are going to see some a good bit of correction, good bit of profit taking. So it's not the end of the trend, but it is just the profit taking or the correction what we are going to see. On the downside, gold can go down and test levels of 52,300 to 400. Silver for the same reason 67,000 or maximum 66,500 in a day or two, but not below that. On the upside, what are the levels you should go short in? 69,000 to 69,500. Put a stop loss of 70,000 in silver, and even when it comes to gold, if it rallies and you go short, around 53,750 to 800 should be your stop loss. Please trade with the strict stop losses. These are very difficult market. If your client was doing 5 lots, advise him to do 2 lots because the volatility is going to be too high. So gold and silver in near term, I am not having very optimistic outlook. Long term, I'm still continue to remain bullish.
Right. And what's the sense that you have with regards to base metals right now?
Bullish. I not a single day I said that base metal prices are going to go down. You look at the rally what we saw in base metal. Copper at 531, nickel at 1115, zinc. If you look at zinc price 196. So all the base metals are rallying. The fundamentals are very bullish for base metals, and we have not seen any correction in them. Small bit of 4-5 rupees downside can still come, but overall I'm still bullish. But I will prefer now metals like aluminum, which is relatively underperformer. Aluminum you can go long around 146. Upside target should be placed at 149.
Mm.
And stop loss should be placed somewhere between 143.90. So that looks relatively better. Nickel also I'm bullish. 11.15 right now is a CMP. 11.10 is a good levels to go long. Upside 11.28, 11.30 you can expect, and stop loss should be placed around 1098.
Right. And overall, there's a question coming in with regards to gold and silver, Kunal. Whether do you see a major correction in the coming days in terms of gold and silver?
We have already seen and we are going to see that. When people ask me, Kunal, your view was bullish, but my view was bullish. It already moved up. So it's the end of the story for the short term. So in near term, silver going back to 78, 75,000 looks difficult to me because we've seen liquidation taking place in such rallies. So my bias for short term is not very bullish. My bias for long term very bullish. If it goes down, corrects in a healthy way, then I would think about buying it. But right now I'm sticking with a view which is sell on rallies.
Right. So sell on rally should be the view at least with regards to where gold and silver goes. And anything what's happening with on the agri commodity side, Kunal?
Yeah. So agriculture commodities in guar seed we have been recommending from 3,700 prices are up to 4,200, and I still expect it to go up to 4,350. Same way, I'm again expecting bull run in RM seed, mustard seed. So mustard prices have also moved up in line with the other agriculture commodity. It can still test levels of 5,500. So these are the two recommendation I have for agriculture commodities.
Right, so that's with regards to where agri commodities are concerned. So yes, the volatility is expected to remain high in terms of gold and silver. So be really careful with what you do on that front, and a very bullish view coming in terms of base metals so far. Thank you, Kunal, so much for joining in, and thank you, participants, as well. Thank you.